Hey guys, Adam from Rhino here and welcome to Workshop 1C. Today we're going to be covering prospecting and how to meet the needs and expectations of clients. My best advice for any newcomers out there on prospecting and how to approach a new client is definitely to be as present as you possibly can be. If you're already starting out and you've just acquired your first job within the industry, you may have a minimum amount of hours that you need to complete each week with that business. The best thing that I could be telling you to do is get down to that gym, meet the current members, attend group sessions, make sure that there's anybody there that doesn't know your name yet, knows your name within the first week. You need to make sure that people know who you are and that you're looking to acquire new clients. This is the type of industry that people aren't just going to fall over themselves and come knocking on their door to come and train with you. You could be an absolute legend, have a 10 out of 10 rig on you and have such a good base of knowledge, but nobody is going to come and train with you until they know who you are and know how much you care as well. One of the best things that I've ever been told is people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So get out there, make yourself known, and just show that you're a genuine person that really does have a passion for helping people. If you're not going to work in a gym and you're looking to potentially start your own business or boot camp, the best thing that you could do is find some of the closest people to you that you ever have worked with in the past before, family or friends, and get in contact with them, whether it's via phone call or email, and say, hey, this is what I'm currently doing. Would you be interested yourself, or do you know anybody who potentially might be interested in finding out a little bit more about what I'm doing here? If you put together maybe a little bit of an introductory offer, or have the understanding that in the early days there might be a little bit of unpaid work that you're doing as a proving ground for people to know that you're the real deal and that you could be the solution to their problem. The best questions that you could be asking existing members within your facility to start to build rapport or get an understanding of where they're at and to potentially gain new clients are open-ended questions asking about why a client is at that facility and what their goals are. As soon as you ask somebody what they're doing down at that personal training facility or what they're doing at that gym, you're giving them free rein to tell you what it is that they're looking to get out of their program. It could be training for something specifically. It could be as small as, oh, I've been down here for a while and I just love coming and doing some exercise. But as soon as you ask that one question and you listen intently to their response, it gives you the opportunity to simply just ask, tell me a little bit more about that. How long have you been doing that for? Do you know the people that have been working here for a while? It's so easy for you to ask more questions on the back of somebody's responses when the questions that you're asking are specific to that person. Somebody that's wanting to improve their strength needs to consistently be looking to be doing strength sessions upwards of 3 times a week. You know, if they're currently just doing one resistance training workout a week, or if this is the first time that they've ever looked to adopt strength training to a regular part of their week, it needs to be on 3 sessions per week for sure. Depending on the time commitments of that individual, it would be ideal if they could be doing 3 45 to 1 hour long sessions a week. But if a client only has half an hour on a couple of occasions a week to deal with, that's obviously better than doing absolutely nothing at all. They just need to be making sure that they're putting their desired areas of wanting to improve their strength under enough load to see improvement. If somebody's wanting to improve their all over full body strength, the 4 things that I'd make sure that somebody is looking at monitoring and having a consistent part of their training week would be a squat, a deadlift, a bench, and another form of pulling exercise as well. If you think about it there, all our major muscle groups fall into any one of those movement categories. It'd be horizontal push, pulling towards the body, and all of our lower body strength, the deadlift and the squat, the areas, or they are the lifts that you need to be focusing on to make sure that you are improving that overall full body strength. The biggest thing that you can do to make exercise fun, and I know that I touched on it before about being specific to a client's goals and making sure that you're working in alliance with the results that they want to see, really to consistently make it fun though, isn't specifically about the exercise itself at all. It's about the environment that you're in and the culture that you're creating. Having a bit of a banter with the other guys that you're on the floor with, It really is dependent on the type of work environment that you're in, but making sure that it's a fun, infectious environment where your members feel comfortable to be themselves and get a bit of a sweat up too. The way that you push your client to train hard but not go too hard is to make sure that you are constantly asking for feedback and that they're happy with the level of exertion that they're giving. If there is some people that do want to come in and just go through the motions, and that's fine, you're probably going to end up frustrating that person a little bit if your expectation of them is to be pushing them to a higher intensity level which is outside that of their desired intensity level. But it's going to also the shoe could be on the other foot if you're not pushing somebody hard enough. So you need to make sure that you're asking for feedback and making sure that they're working to the intensity that they really like. There is some people that do just want to go through the motions, and there's some people that want to be absolutely crawling out of the gym, and you need to be able to cater for everyone. Depending on a client's goals, whether it be something to do with physique change or specifically to do with a fitness goal, we will generally reevaluate every 10 weeks. If they are a typical weight loss or fat loss client, it would be really beneficial to make sure that you're consistently weighing that client in to track their progress, as well as also consistently monitoring a client's measurements. If they wanted to see a change in physique or go down a dress size, it's really, really important to do measurements on multiple occasions between doing their full reassessment. So reassessing every 10 weeks can be great, and that can be a great opportunity to take photos again as well and be able to see that visual change. One of the best things that you could do with a client that's wanted to see any sort of visual transformation is being able to convince them to do before and after photos.